The explosive harpoon is a device used by whalemen to kill whales efficiently and without poison. In Norway, Japan, and Iceland, penterythritol tetranitrate is used in harpoon grenades. These are steel canisters that thread onto the tip of a reusable harpoon, and explode by means of a hook and trigger line when they have penetrated approximately half a meter into the whale. In Japan, unfortunately, their use has been shown to yield a poor rate of instantaneous kills, however still far more humane than a non-explosive cold harpoon, while in Norway, which uses more advanced, yet expensive, grenades, 80% of whales are shot and killed instantly. Iceland uses the Norwegian grenades, which can kill even large fin whales instantaneously 84% of the time. Historic versions. Albert Moore's explosive harpoon. Among many patents for explosive harpoons lies Albert Moore's patented hand-darted explosive harpoon. It was invented on March 16, 1844, U.S. Patent number 3490. This harpoon was revolutionary as it was the first handheld explosive harpoon ever invented. No equipment was required, meaning a small boat equipped with Albert Moore's patented harpoons could take down a whale or other similar marine creatures. Charles Burt's explosive harpoon. Patented on May 6, 1851, by Charles Burt of Belfast, Maine, U.S. Patent number 8073, was the second of its kind. The explosive was used as a propellant for the harpoon to enter the whale with great velocity. In order for the harpoon to gain its velocity. Controversy. Used as a weapon? Alternate version of the explosive harpoon known as the power spear was only designing for the purpose of spearing. That could lead to multiple interpretations of the true purpose. If was only needed for fishing, then could have been called a variant of the harpoon. Thought the fact that its description was vague in the patent, it can be left to interpretation. Whale endangerment. Whaling in of itself has been related to endangered species of whales as a result, and nearly most countries most involved with whaling make use of explosive harpoons. The targeting of female minke whales have caused organizations to stand to whaling in general, which may in turn cause a cease in use of explosive harpoons. The excessive hunting of whales have been heavily affected by the very fast-paced evolution of harpoons. Dramatic increase in reliability and effectiveness have caused weighting to be a cheap means of trade. Technologies. Evolution. The major evolution of explosive harpoons are the evolution of hand-thrown to being propelled by a gun or ballistic-type system. The biggest goal behind improvement was to ensure there was more piercing capabilities to better deliver the explosives. Harpoon guns were better optimized to ensure accurate deliverance of explosives. Mounted. Term for broad range of explosive harpoons. Though this variant is bigger and more powerful than a hand-thrown explosive harpoon, this specific variant is known to be mounted to vessels as well. The point of this explosive harpoon type is to launch the harpoon accurately and powerfully. A stationary variant in which the means of propelling the explosive harpoon is spring-based. Explosive discharges were avoided due to the fact that the harpoon itself is volatile and delicate. At the time, using explosive discharges would cause much more damage than anything else. Hand-thrown. The first iteration of explosive harpoon, it was designed as an improvement of the basic harpoon. Being that the explosive harpoon is the improvement on traditional harpoon, it stands to reason that it would be used as the original harpoon was intended, though delivering better results. Gunpowder explosives seemed to remain constant, but functionality of explosive seemed to change. The explosion itself for a long time was the main tool for death of the whale. In later times the explosion can be used in tandem with barbs or other impaling devices that can deliver fatal blows to the whale. Many different types of explosives and propellant were tried. Initially, black powder grenades were used in the tips of harpoons. They had several problems. If the powder gets wet, it has the potential to misfire. The powder was very sensitive and had a tendency to combust prematurely, and the sulfur used in the powder could taint the taste of the whale's meat. Switched from gunpowder to explosive charges, most models involved uses of gunpowder and ways to optimize use of gunpowder. How/why it was used. The explosive harpoon was only documented for the use of whaling. Though that was the documented purpose, though due to Oliver Allen's impovent of the harpoon gun it can be perceived that the harpoon gun could have other means of use besides whaling. Why is it continually used? Little to no effect from whaling bans enforced internationally. Most countries either ignore it, or claim that the whaling itself has a reason that surpasses the ban itself. Those countries are as follows: Japan, Norway, and Iceland. The explosive harpoon is a vital part of modern whaling for most countries. That being, the explosive harpoon will be used until becoming obsolete to whaling, as there are no other means for the whaling itself to stop.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.